The world is a disaster. A huge amount of our energy is constantly devoted to suppress the greatest questions of humanity. Where do I come from? Why am I here? There is not much we can do for the chaos in the world, but there is a lot we can do from the inside out. Welcome to Body, Mind, and Spirit. I'm your host, Dr. Diely Pichardo Johansson. In the past, I have said, we are all different, and therefore there's no such thing as one size fits all in health. Well, today is the one exception to the rule. What we're going to talk about today is the one thing in different versions, as unique and individual as we are, that could benefit the health of absolutely everybody. Because the world is a disaster, that makes it very difficult for us to have peace, balance, those positive emotions of purpose and joy that we have been talking about are crucial for your health. How we can overcome the chaos of the world and start gaining those benefits for our own health and for the health of the planet is our spiritual life. However, religion and spirituality can be highly charged words, so I have proposed that we use the word instead, spiritual anchor. In the next few minutes, we're going to be expanding on how huge, beyond your wildest imagination, those three elements that mean having a spiritual anchor can improve your health. Let's start with the first one. Having a belief system that helps you make sense of the chaos of the world and the human experience. One of the most important things I learned when I trained to become a coach is the overwhelming majority of problems people come to present you as a coach are just a cover-up for something else deeper. Tony Robbins calls that the safe problem. We may be obsessed about we cannot lose weight, or I want my son to make it to this school, when the truth is that keeps us distracted. All distractions from the real big questions of life. Why am I here on this planet? What happens after I die? Period. A huge amount of our energy is constantly devoted to suppress the greatest questions of humanity. Where do I come from? Why am I here? Did someone make me, or am I just a random occurrence? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to do here? And then when I die, what is happening? Do I disappear? If you can have a belief system that offers you at least some answers for that, you are already better off than 99.9% of people. Whatever your belief system is, the moment you have it, you are freeing a huge amount of subconscious mental energy. That can be a literal religious belief that God created the world for a specific purpose and I am here to honor that. That can be a new age spiritual belief of I am creating reality with my thoughts, or even the more modern approach of the simulation reality. This is just a video game and I am a character that some programmer, you may call it God or not, has put here to send some challenges that I'm supposed to navigate. Or that can be something like everything happens for a reason, or I will understand someday. I am here just taking it one day at a time. Whatever you have that can be called a belief system that helps you understand reality and make sense of the chaos of the world, that already will put you ahead, better than the rest of the population. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be clear. It can be something as simple as an intention. I don't understand, but I am setting an intention. Please, God, enlighten me. Please, Spirit, please. I just going to show up to my life, hoping that there is a bigger meaning that I may understand someday. That would immediately suppress a huge amount of adrenaline and cortisol in your body. That immediately will free tons of energy that have been devoted to suppress these questions from your mind. I know that experientially. This goes especially to people who are facing chronic illnesses, especially cancer. When you are dealing with something life-threatening, nothing can be better in the world than knowing or setting an intention to know, I'll be okay no matter what happens. If I decide to stay longer because my loved ones need me, great, I will work on that. If I decide to let go, I will be okay. Therefore, that takes away the pressure, and this can be a game we play. One last question would be, then, Diele, what if I am not feeling it? Yes, it sounds great to have a spiritual anchor, but I just wasn't born for that. Take a deep breath. I'm going to tell you the exact same thing spiritual masters have told their disciples for centuries. And this is, you don't do the practice when you feel the fire and the faith. You do the practice every day and let the faith and the fire come as a result of that. What does that mean? You show up. Prayer, meditation through silence, even when you're not inspired, even when you don't feel like meditating, even when you don't feel like going and do charity work, you show up and open up and let the feelings come to you. You don't wait for the conditions to be right and perfect. You don't wait for the feelings to be right and perfect. Just show up. Just stick to your practice and open your heart. If this conversation resonates with you, please consider sharing it with someone you care for. I would love to hear what you think. Please comment, like this video, and consider subscribing so you can be notified as we tackle an even greater question. How a spiritual anchor is not only the best thing that can happen to your health, is also the only hope to save the healthcare system.
The happiest times in my life as an oncologist was when I was still practicing the innocent faith of religion. We're going to heaven. If anything happens, we're perfectly fine. And what are your reasons to be alive? Then let's work on that. My burnout started when I lost that, and that's one of the reasons why definitely medicine needs an awakening to spirituality, because there is no way that the poor doctors can carry the weight over their shoulders. I have seen in my clients, without them learning, I do my best until one point and then I have to surrender it. God does the rest. That's what's killing physicians.
There's nothing in the world that saves you more mental energy than when there is something bigger and greater than you, a value, something you believe in, that is guiding you.